I used to not be into yung rallies kasi same mindset naman dati na parang wala naman nagbabago eh. Nababa, gamagumba, ganun.
Yeah.
Pero,
That's why I brought it up kasi that's what people say. That's what most people say. That's what quote unquote the masses. Yun yung sinasabi nila eh. Ano ba yung nababago kung nagrarally ka? Like,
pero madami naman nababago eh, di ba? We got like
1. Maximum 8-hour workdays. 2. Overtime pay. 3. Social Security. 4. Maternal leave. 5. Pension. 6. Right to vote, for men, women, rich and poor. 7. Freedom of speech.
Any topic under the sun. Andren and Josel having fun. Mistakes were made.
they always say that the farmers have had it coming. Or they NPA sila, ganon. It's more common to say na, like, we're so, sobrang love natin ang authority, you know?
Kasi it gives a sense of protection eh. Like, yung like, they protect us, so maybe...
Sumunod ka na lang, ganon.
Yeah. That's where it's coming from. It's this idea of the police or like the military. They're protecting us eh. Yung idea eh. Yung ideal eh. Pero, especially now, it's questionable, I think.
22. Laws for the protection of women and children. 23. State accountability of extrajudicial killings. 24. State accountability on forced disappearance. 25. Transparency of state surveillance.
It's dun towards sa nangyayari ngayon, di ba, yung sa terror bill, like why people are still siding with the police, the military, Duterte. I have to say this eh. I have to play devil's advocate. I don't fucking believe this but most people, why they're like that, I think kasi they see the good in people eh. They're parang positive in a way. It's unhealthy na, like they're thinking na yung nangyari nga dun sa Cebu where like di ba may kinapture na
yung 6 protesters na sa social distancing pa.
Yeah. Feeling ko why people side pa rin with the military, and that one is like kasi tangina, they're not that horrible naman. They malamang siguro they didn't parang they practice maximum tolerance kasi people are seeing the good. They're trying to see the good in the horrible things that are happening.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's justifying force to a fault sometimes.
28. Stopped. Committee on Un-Filipino Activities, ended harassment of academics, artists, activists, and freethinkers, 1961.
Yes, it's justifying horrible things with thinking now they can't be that horrible, pare. They can't be that. Yun, parang iinisip mo, they can't be that. Hindi ganun sila kabasura para gawin yun.
38. Convicted. Marcos's, in 1986 landmark human rights class action suit, 1995.
I think din sa when you see sa lahat ng videos, so many videos, it's unbelievable yung dami ng police brutality videos ngayon dun sa nangyayaring protest sa states, all 50 states rioting. When you see all of that, and then you take into account all of the media, all of the stories and like TV shows and like all of the cliches, all of the video game stuff na has been done sa experience ng black people, and now people believe na parang fuck the police.
Coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, and like it's like if you didn't believe that there was police brutality before, you know that there's fucking police brutality now. Ganon. It hurts nga na na watching those videos and then seeing yung Americans to do this thing, ganon. The fucking center of the world again, pero like, and tayo, sa atin, there's still this disbelief na there's a disproportionate use of force sa ating mga police, sa authority natin. Pero at least na-charge na yung mga bumarel, di ba? Na-charge recently.
I think part of it is like a fear then oh my God, parang it's called, ano yung sa mental illness, it's called delusions of grandeur. Parang dinedelude na lang nila yung sarili na, oh my God, hindi naman siguro ganito kasama yung police. They're here to protect us. It's coming from fear eh. Yeah. Like sobrang takot natin na ayaw nating aminin na medyo baka sketchy nga yung nangyayari ngayon.
Or maybe it's also like because the people, okay, growing up, I had a Hekasi teacher na parang, first of all, babagsakan ako sa Hekasi dati. Except sa teacher na to, for some reason, nagsaulo na mas maayos, ganun. And then she was talking about corruption sa Pilipinas. And then she was saying na, basically, yung si Fidel V. Ramos, corrupt yan, pero at least may bumabalik. So at least yun yung iniisip niya sometimes. And like, she was a very smart lady, ganon. Pero there is always this, Filipinos have a double standard kasi I think we don't believe na we can do better. You know, I think a lot of people like yung ating president, kahit full well knowing that he said he's gonna kill people, is because some people are okay with the thought of him killing poor people. Ganon. They are okay with the thought of acceptable collateral damage if we can like build more roads or like maybe mapaluwag natin ang EDSA. Yeah, I mean, you know, even kunyari, even if you see yung mga taong di naniniwala sa drug war, right? Sa EJK.
Yeah.
Yung mga people from the province, it's because out of sight, out of mind. Like, you don't think na there's that many people being killed, and like, you know, they're barely people kung squatter sila, ganon, kung they're below a certain bracket. And I don't know anymore kasi Filipinos, all of us, we're aspirational. You might have grown up steer crafting, pero you might have grown up well off, right? Yeah. Pero I think every Filipino has the heart of a someone na poor and underdogish. Kasi kunyari, pag bata ka, tapos naglalaro kayo, ayaw mong maging kalaban. And paano ba maging kalaban? Parang nasabi, mayaman ka naman eh.
I heard that.
That's such a fucking cliche pag naglalaro kayo at nagkakapik ko, mayaman ka naman, yung ganon. O baka ako lang yun, baka mayaman.
Ako din. Nagbibenta naman ng cosmetics yung nanay mo, and I say, yun yung sinasabi.
So, pero like, there's always this parang downtrodden thing, right? Pero the funny thing is, we don't want to be yung kaaway sa teleserye na mayaman. Ayaw natin maging si Gladys Reyes. Gusto natin tayo si Esperanza, di ba? Si Duday.
We're showing our age by saying that.
Pero soon as you fucking, kunyari, you start out poor, soon as you become rich, you start thinking na anyone can do it. Na you somehow are not the exception to the rule, you know. You start thinking na kahit mahirap ako dati, pero itong mga mahihirap na to, lazy to, kaya hindi katulad ko. So, it's always that, na parang, even if you become rich, you don't think about yung napag-iwanan somehow, you know? There's always like, parang, I don't know anymore din eh, kasi,
and people who say that, by the way, Josel, they don't take into consideration yung luck yung fact na luck,
Yeah.
the fact that you made it and others didn't, di mo ba nakikita na baka na swerte, parang swerte ka lang?
Yeah.
Di ba? Yeah, kasi people don't take luck into consideration sometimes. Oh, mahihirap yung, maybe they didn't have one, yung opportunities mo. Two, naswerte ka kasi may kakilala ka sa inside. I mean, di ba?
Yeah. Like, no, it's, we are taught this false notion of parang, you put in the time, you're gonna get yung just rewards mo. Well, the truth is that hasn't been true in a long time. Yeah, you just don't. So I don't get like this anger na leveling off. You know, we started this podcast.
Yeah.
We started this podcast during COVID. And one of the things na parang I was thinking na parang, I don't know, I was so happy when you took the initiative na parang, let's just fuck it, just talk about the uncomfortable stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like one of the things with this COVID thing is we're talking about how can you go back to normal knowing what has happened under COVID pa lang without all of the protests, right? And now you have all of the protests. How can anybody go back to normal after that? How can anybody go back to trusting yung money system natin na hindi makapagbayad ang mga tao, na hindi tayo mabigyan ng mass testing, na hindi tayo alagaan natin mga... It's crazy. It's crazy. Ganon.
Yeah, pare, one positive thing that happened during this crisis, pare, it pulled a lot of masks out. Pinakita talaga kung gaano ka sama. Hindi naman sama, how poorly handled yung atake sa crisis na to, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's how can you defend pa rin the government after this? Again, maybe hopefully we'll learn from this.
How can people still say na parang natatakot ka sa terror bill kasi terrorista ka? What kind of fucking logic is that? After, I would get it, okay, if the admin handled the crisis well. I might actually side with the admin if they actually did their fucking jobs dito. Pero so much, I don't understand, dude. So much money has been taken and we're not seeing any returns on it, and it's just this continued bullshit fest, ganon, and parang...
Again, it's what I said kanina. It's the fear. It's the main fear na ayaw nilang tanggapin na baka tangina, walang kwenta yung very poor yung pag-handle ng government. And that's a real fear, dude. It's yung takot na walang kwenta yung gobyerno mo. That's a real fear, pare. Kasi in the end, pare, yan yung inaasahan mo parati. Parang yung superhero na magliligtas. Yeah, it's a real fear. And for me, my opinion lang, that's the main reason why people still defend what's happening now. Kasi I feel it. I want my government to be righteous. I want my government to like handle this crisis well. Pero it's in the end, it's just scary.
It's scary knowing na you're on a boat without a paddle. Ganon. Yeah. You're scared. It's scary na. It's all chaos, ganon. And like you don't want to admit na people aren't doing their jobs, ganon.
By the way, it's scary na nalaman pala, may monster nga pala sa ilalim ng kama ko. Gets? Parang tama pala yung fear ko.
And the monster is lack of mass testing.
Yeah, dude. Sino ba may mga cotton swabs dyan? Pwede ba bigyan nyo kami ng fucking cotton swabs?
And dude, like can you imagine pa? So, what worst time? It's important yung nangyaring protest sa states, pero I am so fucking afraid for them na is spikes sa COVID.
Oh yeah, dude. They have it worse than us. They have it fucking worse than us.
And then the thing pa is, yung admin that they're fighting against is gonna have to help them? That hasn't been helping them, honestly? Then?
Yeah.
So, I don't know din sa atin, like,
32. Stopped. Forced remittance of 50% of OFW incomes, 1985. 33. Toppled, Marcos dictatorship, 1986. 34. Charged, Marcoses, in landmark human rights class action suit, 1986. 35. Installed, student regent, as member of the Up Board of Regents, 1987.
Okay, one of the
It's
things, right, is like you can't mass gather for relief goods if it's not approved by the government or a government body. So
that's fucked up.
that's
Like,
fucked up na parang okay, devil's advocate, maybe people are saying na hindi dapat i-approve ng government lahat to. But the thing is, they're not doing it to regulate gatherings. They're doing it so they can stop critique opposition, and they can put people who aren't regulated in jail. And I don't think you should be put in jail if you're just trying to get relief goods for like cats or something, you know. Relief
and
goods not just for cats, like, you know, for people then, you know.
in that bill, what do they? I'm always thinking that. What does the government get out of that, buddy? Banning people from like giving relief goods. What do they get out of that? But like, I'm always thinking.
They rent tag people. Ganun. I'm honestly kind of afraid yung doing the podcast ganun. Pero like, you know, they tag people as enemies of the government to silence dissent, ganun. It's weird kasi like it's this, you have to dissent or else you won't get to say your piece na, and they'll just keep stealing money, and you don't know anymore. Like, you know, you've seen the memes yung parang we have to worry about Imelda's advanced age, and then you get all of these poor fucking people, kinukulong sila, mga lolo na mas malala pa kay Imelda.
Yeah.
Like, why are we so obsessed with riches anymore? Like, alam mo, there's this, I've been mulling this over, dude. Kasi,
Okay, what?
okay, you were a nurse, right? What was the selling point of being a nurse when you started? Kung ano yung binebenta sa'yo?
I'll be honest, dude. Yung pera.
Pera, right? Ano
Yeah.
pa? Bakit pera? Kasi pupunta kang
Abroad para
sa
yeah.
States, right? Specifically sa
Yeah.
States, right?
Oh,
Pero
9 to 5, tapos makukuha mo para mga $300 a day. Yun yung mga ganun ka-delusional nun, dude.
yeah, and then and that's a lot of nurses, a lot of people want to go to the States, a lot of people want a better life. And why do they want to go to the States? Because it's ordered, and there's a lot of infrastructure there. You know, it is nice, like to
Yeah.
see roads and stuff, and then hindi sikat. And there's always this yung Pinoy mentality na parang fuck the Philippines, you have to get out of here. Ganon. Pero also hashtag Pinoy pride, right?
Yeah.
So
Which is very contradictory,
it's
by
very
the way. Like,
contradictory. We don't care about yung actual physical.
like, nagpipinoy pride ka while, nagpipinoy pride ka while, yeah, whatever. Sorry, just cut that out.
Tama ka. Nagpipinoy pride ka while never wanting ever to go back to yung shit
Yes.
whole country mo.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's I'm tired na of seeing people think na the way you judge the quality of a country is the number of roads and like yung money and stuff
Yeah.
that people can spend, that you can buy shit at Target for this amount of money. I'm so tired of that thinking. I know na the Philippines isn't a great country. We have shitty government, pero by God, like I love living here. Ganon. I'm not gonna say na parang there's a better life elsewhere. There's certain trade-offs here. Ganon. There's certain trade-offs to living
Yeah.
in places, right? And I'm just so tired of parang so many people looking down on a country kasi poor siya. When it's such a bullshit thing. Like, yung sa States and the Philippines, We
Yep.
share a lot more in common than not. And mostly that's injustice sa tunay lang. And then yung severe,
It's
disproportionate ratio ng
400
poor
years.
and rich.
Yeah. Kaya ganun, Josel, kaya nga English yung pursuit of happiness eh. Pupunta silang abroad eh. hindi siya
Yes.
hindi siya pursuit ng katuwaan. Wait, Tagalog yun. So I'm gonna stay here? Kaya pursuit of happiness eh, English.
39. Enacted, Magna Carta of OFWs, 1995. 40. Saved, OFW Sarah Balbagan, from death row in UAE, 1996. 41. New SOP, Philippine consulate in Hong Kong compelled to open on Sundays, 1998. 42. Impeached, President Estrada, 2000. 43. Ousted, President Estrada, 2001.
There's so much more to a country than riches.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. There's
Okay.
one of my best friends growing up, like when I think of a best friend, yung kababata ko si Josel, right?
Okay.
I've known him since grade 2, ganon. We grew up together. I love him as a brother, ganon. And he grew up poor. Anak siya
Yep.
ng sastre. Sastre, di ba? Yung babae nagtatahi, right? Yung tatay niya OFW sa Saudi, right?
Okay.
They grew up not too rich, pero kaklase ko siya sa St. Bridget's, ganon. And always I remember na he was sort of Mr. American Dream, gusto ko magpunta States.
Okay.
Ganon. And now, I feel so bad for him being in the States. And he doesn't want to be there naman necessarily, pero he has to earn money. Alam mo yun? And, it's so, naaawa ako kasi he can't enjoy yung, he can't enjoy his dream. Ganon. In a large way, para it's become a nightmare. The American nightmare. Ganon. Pero like, it's such bullshit na we've been fed sa States, and like I just wish na parang I wish na we were taught to love yung country natin more, kasi when you go away, I think you really do miss it eh. Ganon. Well, I guess may isa din akong kaibigan na OFW, tapos parang masaya naman siya. So, I don't know.
The way that I love the Philippines is like we're nice eh. We're genuinely nice people eh. Again, as cliche as it sounds, we're nice and mean at the same time. Alam mo yung term na Philippine hospitality?
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, di ba? Pero what's funny about it is like may underlying meanness pa rin tayo kahit sobrang bait natin. Kumari, for example, pare, hey there fellow, hey there American, lutuan kitang adobo. Tapos niluto mo siya ng adobo. Kain ka lang. Pero habang kumakain siya, tapos nakatalikod na siya, tangin ng mga aliman to, pupunta sa bansa.
Aliman.
Tangin ng mga kanuto. Parang gano'n yun. Parang it's nice and racist at the same time. That's what I like about it.
It feels like, it doesn't seem great. It sounds like, such a shitty quality na I think din kasi yung ating pag-bow down to white people,
it's ingrained eh. Do you think it's ingrained sa DNA natin? Is it passed down towards our ancestors like mental illness? Do you think that?
Yeah, okay. So like sa Black Lives Matter, you gotta see it in the long view, right?
Yeah.
It was only a couple of years ago na these people were 1/3 a human being, and they were slaves.
Separate fucking
How
fountains.
how do you how do you grow out of that knowing that your grandmother picked cotton and was whipped? Alam mo yun? And then how does that affect you mentally? And then how does yung nga sabi ni John Boyega, the constant reminder that your race means nothing, you have no idea yung pain na that causes and how that affects people on a generational level. Tayo, we had 300 years of colonial, we were always being taken over, ganon. And like, sa atin pala, on the very basic level, on the very basic level na parang, ang taas ng tingin natin sa mga taong maputi, in general, yung fair, yung mestizo, mestiza, when, kaya madami mestizo at mestiza, we have to call it a spade kasi madaming mga pare pinadala dito, ginahasa yung ating mga babae. So, it's, how do you deal with that sort of genetic misogyny, di ba? Kasi you're basically saying, buting ma-rape ka ng puti.
Jesus.
It's fucking crazy, pero like, if you break it down to that.
But I feel what you're saying. Just, I feel what you're saying.
And like, how does that breed people, gano, na parang...
How does that breed patriotism, di ba?
How does that define yung ating identity?
I think, again, I hate. Pero I think we're confused pa rin after what happened to us. And I think we're racist in a way na hindi siya extroverted. It's covert racism. Now, yun yung sinusubukan ko sabihin kanina. Like, you're welcome to the Philippines. Ang ina mo, aliman ka. Parang ganon. It's hidden. It's passive aggressive. Yun lang. If I could define yung ugali ng Pinoy, it's passive aggressive.
Yeah. No, hindi. Yun nga eh. Parang hindi kasi, I like what you're saying about it. It's just parang, you're defining Filipino hospitality. It's just, yun naman talaga, it's this subservience, ganon. And, the funny thing is, yung mga DDS na nakiki-Black Lives Matter, right?
That's so hypocritical, pare.
How fucking insane. Do you not see the similarities, ganon. Trayvon Martin, si Kian, it's all bullshit, it's all state sponsored stuff, it's all shit na. It's so fucking crazy how much of this shit is poured over. And I hate it na gaya-gaya tayo sa States.
Ang tagal na nangyari. Diba?
Yeah. But I just hate it. I hate it na parang our identity is defined by yung ating insecurities. That's the big thing about the Philippines. Our cultural identity defined by insecurity.
Wait, sorry, I laughed over it kasi ang gandang point. Can you repeat it again?
No, it's just our cultural identity is defined by insecurity. When Pacquiao fights for us, he fights for every poor person, right? Pero he does not fight. You know what I'm saying? It's so...
It's from that loony lyric. Like sabi niya, Pilipino ka lang ba kung nananalo si Pacquiao? Is that what you're trying to say? Can I tell you a story about like slight racism lang?
Go.
It's white people, some of my friends. So it wasn't met with hate. My fucking asshole friend wanted to be funny. So it was me, Pepe, and Mark. We were in an elevator. This was prom. Hindi siya prom night. This was a debut for our friend Farika. So nandun kami sa hotel. Ang pangalan niya, hulaan mo yung pangalan ng the best hotel para sa Pangasinan, pare.
Mother Goose Classy Building Place?
That's a good one, pero hindi. It's called 5-Star Hotel. Yay ba?
Wait. I don't wanna cut you off. Just makikiselebrate na siya. Okay. What yung hotel sa Batangas City? The best one for a long time bago dumating yung Pandefina and all these other hotels. Alam mo anong pangalan? Ng number one hotel.
The Balisong Inn.
Okay. Alpa Hotel.
Okay.
Alpa without an H. Alpa Hotel. Okay, so dito sa 5-star hotel.
Paakit na kami. The debut was happening in the 5th floor. So, yun, pinas namin yung elevator. Tapos doon sa third floor, bumukas yung elevator. Tapos may kano papunta sa amin. Could you please hold the door? Please hold the door. Tapos sabi ni Pepe, without any straight face na, no, sir. Tapos pinindot yung close sa elevator. Sumakit. Dude, sobrang, isa yun. Top 5 sa mga pinaka malakas na tawa ko ever.
73. Enacted, Human Rights Violations Victims Compensation Act, 2013. 74. Filed, Bill for P25,000 minimum salary for public school teachers, 2013.
That's the best. That's the best story. No, sir.
No, sir.
That's so funny. I love doing dumb shit. Anyway,
you'd be surprised how our racism is deep-seated pa rin. Kasi, I'm gonna tell you about my mother. My mom, pare. Sobrang saint on earth, pare. Nagtiyaga siya sa anak na katulad ko na, ma'am, ayoko na mag-nursing, magko-comedy din lang ako. Sabi ng mom ko, okay. Sobrang saint on earth ng mom ko. Sobrang, she goes to church every Sunday, even Saturdays. Sobrang bait niya. Pero hindi ko makakalimutan, when I was in high school, nag-park siya sa isang hardware store. Kasi kailangan niya talagang parang ayusin lang yung corset ni Celine, yung kapatid ko. Kasi kailangan niya i-park lang doon for a while. Tapos pinalis kami. Galit na galit yung, it just so happens to be a Chinese guy doon sa harapan ng hardware store na yun. Not pointing any stereotypes. It just happened to be a Chinese guy. Tapos, alis na kayo. Bawal dito mag-park. Sige lang, inaayos ko lang yung corset ng anak ko. Tapos hindi, sobrang, pinalis niya talaga kami. As in, sobrang kupal niya.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, tapos umalis na kami. Tapos nag-drive na yung nanay ko, galit na galit siya. Tapos sabi niya, tangin ng Chekwa yan. Tangina. This is my mom.
53. 1. Wage hike for domestic helpers in Hong Kong, 2006.
Who is so understanding about everyone. Like recently, tapos na lesbian yung pinsan ko, sobrang accepted. Pero dumating, she just said that out loud. Talagang mga Chinese na yan eh. Just, yeah.
No, I get it. I got several racist stories from family members. I used to do this joke, pero
Yeah.
it's not even a joke. It's not. There's no part of it exaggerated.
It's a joke. I want to hear it. Maybe I heard it before.
Pupunta kami States ng family ko. I think for yung celebration ng isang anniversary ng lola at lola ko, right? And then I remember na yung dad ko said na and I was like 8.
Okay. Very young.
He said na yung mga may itim at ego, huwag mo tatawaging N-word kasi magagalit sila sa'yo. I didn't even know what the fuck was the N-word. Hindi na sinabi N-word He said the word mismo. Pero I didn't know the word until he said the word. So parang he introduced me to like a whole new world of racism. And wala mo tinatawag, like I was a shy fucking kid, and this is the thing this is the fucking, and I wish I made it work on stage or like I worked on it harder, but like here's the thing, it's like I would never have known that word if you like, why would you tell that to an 8-year-old kid? I'm shy, I don't come up to people. And what happened to you, Dad? Sino tinawag mo? Like, did you fucking drop that word somewhere? Growing, okay, people who have parents that were poor, who became, who pulled their bootstraps up, right, and like, they made a thing of themselves. Their children, they teach. You know what they teach their children as much as they're admirable and they're noble people who have worked hard to be where they are and they deserve yung riches nila.
Yeah.
They can teach their children to hate poor people. Kasi they just focus on the success eh. They don't get to focus on the funny thing is when you become rich, right? You stop identifying with being poor. You don't think na parang the rich people are the same as the poor people. No. 'Di ba? It's so fucking weird eh. If everyone starts out poor and they become rich, suddenly they never thought like they think that they're separate from the poor people. No, we're the fucking same, man. Ganon.
I think that's why they become like that. You need a certain lack of empathy to be rich. Again, this is my theory lang kasi.
Sociopathy.
yeah, kasi, di ba, you know that term eh. You've heard that before. Business is business.
Yeah.
So that's how they became rich kasi they let out, parang tinanggal na nila yung emotions.
I don't know well, at least for my experience from my experience,
okay.
yung lolo ko grew up poor, yung kanyang father died when he was 14, he became breadwinner. He would go to 3 days nakakalabaw siya papuntang Manila to sell stuff, right? Ganon.
Jesus Christ.
Pero when he became, I think he got money kasi he married into dun sa lola ko na medyo may pera sila, right? And then parang naging siyang continuous na tulungan sila to get more riches. They would go around the country, like mga businesses nila. Pero my mom told me the story na parang nagpunta siya sa bukid nila sa, I think Gulibay yung tawag. And then may dala siyang madaming saplings ng coconuts, copra, di ba?
Okay.
Tapos pinamigay niya sa lahat ng tao doon. Tapos sabi niya magtanim kayo para meron kayong mapagkitaan. And that was his way. I think if I'm remembering correctly, that was niceness, right, on his part. Pero entrepreneurship then. Pero also at the same time, that was so that people always knew saan yung land niya. Like para to help, ganon, na parang to smooth things over, ganon, na parang ito yung plot of land ko, ganon. Pero he helped a lot of people. Madami siyang inampun na tao na parang tinulungan niyang mag-aral ng mga ganito. Tapos, dude, like my mom would see him crack of dawn, 4 a.m., 3 a.m. up, reading the newspaper, pero also reading the American dictionary para mag-aral ng English to deal with the Americans. Tapos, one of the stories na she told me was, isa sa, I think, he was able to procure a government subsidy na tractor kasi tinulungan siya ng isa nilang kapitbahay na, nakalagay dito sa dyaryo, ganto-ganto, kumuha ka ng traktora. Tapos may mga nakilala siya mga Amerikano, ganun. That
this
was
is
like
a fascinating story, by the way. Sorry.
That was like the mga 1940s or
But that's a special. That's a special case. I was just talking.
That's a special case, yeah. That's a special.
Super
case.
special, yeah.
Yeah, mabait naman yung lolo ko, pero yun nga even him had, by virtue of yung success that he got, indirectly has taught yung mga anak niya na success is one of the most important things, ganon. And like yung natuto niya sa mom ko is never stop working and maging not alcoholic, a workaholic, and like don't develop any hobbies for yourself, ganon. Pero like isa kong tito, kaibigan na si Ninoy dati. Fucked up. Pero also, Trump supporter siya. So, I don't know where that goes. He's one of the richest people I know, one of the smartest people I know. He thought, my mom talked to him about yung depression ko, and then yung kanyang sinabi is baka bakla siya and he can't come out.
Holy shit.
It's such a... Pero he also said na parang hayaan mo, matalino si Josel, genius yan or something. Tapos parang, I don't know, man. He is legitimately really smart and very successful people. Pero ako personally, I wanna teach empathy sa tao, sa tunay lang. I want that sa children ko. I want I want to stop I want to stop people from assuming na intelligence and being right is the most important thing.
Oh,
It's useless without empathy and thinking about other
yeah.
people. Ganon. Ayun
Ako,
lang.
kahit na sobrang egomaniac ako minsan, I
Mm.
have genuine empathy pa rin
You
towards
do,
people.
man. I mean, I'm not, ano.
By the way, can I tell a Kalabaw story
Oh,
then?
go.
I don't know why we're proving stereotypes na may kinalaman sa Kalabaw parati yung mga maangas. My mom, this was way, way, way back when. Ay, hindi pala. Fuck, sorry. My yung lola ko si Lola Asuncion. This was way, way back when. Kinat-call siya
Oh.
doon sa basketball court. Kinat-call siya. Tapos biglang, yun. Tapos tumakbo yung tropa ng lolo ko.
Oh.
Tumakbo ng tropa yung lolo ko, papunta dun sa bahay namin, sa Bunlag. So, yun, kinakatwal si
Asuncion.
hindi, ang tawag sa kanya si A. A pa yung tawag ni Lolo. Oh. Kinakatwal si A, tapos yun, sige, pupunta na kami dyan. So, yung lolo, kinuha niya yung mga boys niya para para bugbugin.
Oo.
Mga guys na to. Alam mo kung saan sila nakasakay?
Kalabaw?
Sa Kalabaw sila. Sa Kalabaw sila.
Ang ganda ng image na yun, man-rest back ka na Kalabaw. Papunta ang covered court.
Yeah, he knew daw na mas mabagal, pero yung yung lolo ko minsan, mas intimidating daw kung nakasakay sila sa Kalabaw.
Also, baka para lumamig yung ulo nila para pagdating na lang doon, parang, I heard na you did something wrong. Can we talk about it?
Actually, alam mo yung nangyari?
Ano?
Nakipag-away sila, tapos ang na-blatter,
Yung
lolo. Yung lolo ko. Alam mo bakit?
Bakit?
Nung tinawag yung lolo ko, nakainom siya So technically, kahit nauna yun ng gulo, sila yung so sila yung na-blatter. So basically, yung funny story.
Never again. Never forget.